Hey guys, how's it going? It's Ivan Goldbit here again with another video. And on this video, we're going to be talking about how associates or biker crew members can make more money doing contracts. But first of all, guys, if you like the video, subscribe to the channel so you can see more GTA videos, and give the video a thumbs up, a like, and share the video. Your friends may enjoy the video just as much as you do, so share the video. So guys, give it a thumbs up, subscribe, and share the video. But let's get started with the video. As I was saying, I never did the contracts before, and I barely started to do them with a couple of friends. Well, mainly with one friend, Elevated. He doesn't talk in the video. He didn't have a mic. But we're going to do the first mission we do, or the first contract we do. It's called Cracked. And it turns out that you can actually make a pretty decent amount of money doing the contracts. And I did not know this. And I was doing CEO crates, and I kind of, I think I'm going to do this for a while. Because if you can do them over and over and over, I mean, they can be repetitive, but you do make a decent amount of money. But I mean, everything else can be repetitive in GTA if you do it over and over. And this is kind of new to me. And I'm going to show you guys how much money we're going to make from the contracts. Crack the Safe, I think, was one of the good paying ones. I think we made around 20,000. And the good thing about the contracts is, just because I'm the president or somebody else is the president, it doesn't mean they're going to make more money than you. Everybody in the group actually makes the same amount of money. So if I make 20 million or 30 million, not 30 million, not 30 million, that's a big number, guys. I got confused there. I meant to say if you make 20,000 or 30,000, everybody gets the same amount of money. Imagine if we got 20 or 30 million. I mean, I wouldn't be doing this anymore. I wouldn't be grinding to make all this much money doing all the missions over and over. But yeah, so if I get 20,000 or 30,000, you guys are gonna make the same amount of money if you're a crew member. Now, in the CEO part, if you're an associate from a CEO, you are gonna make a lot less money. You could probably make around 11,000 or like 13,000 if your CEO doesn't die. But I mean, the CEO usually dies because the other people kill him, or he just kills himself on the missions he do. But like I was saying, I think this is gonna help out the people that aren't striving to make millions and millions on free roam, so they can have the most expensive buildings or factories. So hopefully this helps you out if you're trying to make more money, but you don't have all the millions to buy all the factories to be a president or a CEO. So like I was saying, on this video, I'm just going to show you the processes to get the money from the contracts. And it's pretty easy, and they're fun. I'm also going to show you on Crack the Safe, where we actually crack the safe. And that's pretty easy too. Not a lot of people have actually cracked the safe, but here we go. I'm going to show you a little gameplay real fast. So you just have to kill all these people, and it's pretty easy. The weird thing was, I think I was killing all girls. All girls were spawning, but I did hear a guy right now. So I think over here I let a friend die. My bad. So cracking the safe is pretty easy, like I was saying. The trick to get this right is when the little knob with the numbers start to like bounce a lot more, start to shake a lot more. When you see it shaking the most, just leave it there. There's the elevator my friend I was telling you about. I told him he was going to be in the video. Let's see if he actually watches the video. When it starts shaking a lot, the little knob, that's when you just leave it there, and you should get the combo. Like, here we go. It's shaking a lot. There we go. So when the little knob starts to shake the most, and if it decreases, go back to the other number where it's shaking a lot more, and you should be able to get the combination number. But as you saw, we just have to pick up that money and deliver it back to the location or the drop off, like it says down there. And you get a pretty decent amount of money, like I said. And the good thing about this is there's no cutscenes or black screens, which that takes a lot of your time, especially if you're doing missions over and over and over, like Titan of a Job and all those. You make decent money. The only reason why I don't do them anymore is because there's too many black screens or loading screens, and that consumes a lot of your time. After you actually do them over and over, all those minutes add up, and I mean, it's not really worth it, at least I think, especially because I've been playing this game since it came out, and I think this is a pretty good way to make money. It's just because there's no black screens, you're not going to any loading screens. So here we go, guys. I just cut real fast to see how much money we actually make from Crack the Safe. We make, like I said, a decent amount of money. I think I already told you guys, we make around, we just gotta wait for one more guy. Let's see how much we actually make. And like I said, everybody makes the same amount of money, so it's great. We make 21,000 out of Crack the Safe. And I told my friends, so that's why they were playing with me. Elevator, like I said, didn't have a mic, but he said, and the other guy too, he said we were making the same amount of money, because I told them how much they made it, and they said they both got 21,000. So I mean, all 3 of us got 21,000. If you have a bigger group, I think you should get around the same amount of money because I mean, there's 3 of us and we got the same amount. So if you have a friend that's a president or can be a president, do tell them that you want to do contracts because it's worth it doing contracts. It's fun and you make good money. Now there is some contracts that you're gonna make more, and some you're gonna make less. Some are simpler, and so that's kind of weird. So some of the ones that actually are the further, that have like a further distance to get to, give you less money, which I found that to be pretty weird. And I'm gonna show you. Well, I did quite a bit. I played the contracts for probably around, I think like 2 to 3 hours doing the contracts. So I finished I think I finished nine different contracts, and overall it took a little bit longer. Now, one thing that I do recommend when you're doing the contracts, and one thing if you guys can help me out because I'm not quite sure about this, but when you're doing missions like Titan of a Job or any other mission when you have to go to menu, right? The longer you take, the more money you get. And I don't know if, and I really don't know if it's the same thing when you're doing contracts. Maybe you guys can help me out with that. Put it down in the comments down below if you actually know. Because on the regular missions, the longer you took, the more money you got. And I don't know if it's the same thing when you're doing contracts. So if I take longer doing a contract, am I going to get paid more? Or it's going to be the same pay? I haven't tested that because I was actually trying to do them faster. And the other tip I was going to tell you, because some of these contracts are really far in the distance, I recommend getting a helicopter. I did that later on, or a chopper, a buzzard, whatever, any kind of aircraft to fly over to the location a lot faster because it's going to be done a lot quicker. As you saw, I took the second contract and there was only 1 contract left. After we take that one, 3 new ones appear, and you're always going to get 3 new ones appearing. They do switch, but what I did realize, some of them were repetitive. So I'm guessing there's not really that many contracts. There might just be like 9 or 10 different contracts you can do, maybe less. I forgot how many I actually did that were actually repetitive. And here we go. I'm going to show you Torched, the contract Torched. And this one's pretty fun. I like this one. I don't know. Also, I don't know if you guys tell me if you played the contract Torched. But when you're playing Torched, it turns out I played it twice, right? And it was always in the same location. If you're a CEO and if you have a warehouse, it's in the same location where the railway tracks are at, next to the canal, where the water passes by. And well, like I said, I did it 2 times and it was in the same spot, which I found that to be pretty weird. That's a pretty brutal freaking fall right there. I forgot that happened. Freaking head first to the freaking sidewalk, man. That sucks. But like I was saying, it was less. I think it was like half a mile away from my clubhouse, which it's a pretty good distance because it's not that far away. And I'm going to show you what you have to do real fast here. It's not really complicated or anything like that. You just have to blow up those supplies. And if you use the correct tools or the correct weapons, you get a bonus, or you get the most money you can actually get out of them. And it's pretty easy to take them out. I actually die here, but I'm going to show you guys how much money you're going to make from Torch 2, and if you think it's actually worth it doing contracts. So here we go. You just have to throw Molotovs at them and blow them up, blow up with the supplies. And there we go. We got 15,000, and we got 15,000 in probably less than 4 minutes. That's pretty good. It probably took us like 3 minutes because it was only half a mile away from the clubhouse. If your president has that clubhouse, or if you have that clubhouse. But like I was saying, guys, tell me down below if Torched is always in the same location, because I did this contract 2 times. And here we go. Here's the next one. 9/10 of the law. And this one was a little bit longer. Like I said, that's why I recommend having an aircraft or an airplane or a helicopter, something like that, so you can make it over to the locations a lot faster. And there is a cooldown time. I think it's a 3-minute cooldown time in order for you to start a next contract. So like if you get to the next contract real fast and like you think your president of the biker club is like goofing off in there, or like he just left and he's not playing, he probably is playing, he's just waiting for the cooldown time, because you have to wait 3 minutes. So if you go real fast back to the clubhouse, there is going to be a cooldown time, and he's just waiting so he can start the next contract. But I'm going to show you how much money you actually make from this contract too. So let's cut right through it, because I think I told you pretty much everything you had to know about contracts, and hopefully, like I said, this helps you out. So like I was telling you guys, 9/10 of the second the contract. Let's see how much money we actually get from this one. On this contract, we took roughly around, I don't know, maybe like 8-9 minutes, a little bit less probably. We got 15,000 in like 8 to 9 minutes, like I said, which is pretty good money. No cutscenes as much, just when we're leaving the clubhouse or entering anywhere else. And 15,000 for both of us, that's pretty awesome, man. That's pretty awesome. With only a 3-minute cooldown, and like I called Merryweather to get a helicopter, so we could get there faster. So when we get to the clubhouse, we probably can start another one. And right here, I told my friend right here that I was probably gonna end the video around here, but we actually played a little bit more. So I told them this was gonna be the thumbnail, which it is, as you're gonna see in the video. This is gonna be a thumbnail. Hopefully, that's what I'm gonna put. But let's show you one more contract real fast, but I'm thinking you're getting the point of this. I'm just repeating everything else, but I don't know. You guys tell me down below if you guys want to know more how much you can make for different contracts. But after this, I'm just getting repetitive, and hopefully you guys got the point of how much money you can make and why I think this is worth it. If you think it's not worth it, tell me down in the comments down below why you think it's not worth doing contracts, or if you know any other method to make more money. Being an associate or part of the biker crew. If you know any other way to make more money, tell me down in the comments down below and I'll check it out, because I do have friends also that don't have like millions of dollars. They're not CEOs or presidents, and they want to know better ways to earn more money so they can have more money and become a president or a CEO. So tell me down on the comments down below, guys. It would be much appreciated. But if you like the video, guys, give that video a thumbs up and a like, and subscribe to the channel if you want to see more GTA videos, and share the video. Your friends may enjoy the video just as much as you did, so share the video. So guys, give it a thumbs up, subscribe, and share the video. And that's pretty much all I had to say about the contracts. I think I explained everything. If you want to know something else, tell me down in the comments down below. If you think I missed something or I was incorrect about some info, just tell me down below, and I'll see what I messed up on or what I can help you more at playing the game. And well, I'm gonna show you one more just because I like one of these missions, because we got to go down in the subway, and I actually do want to show this because I think it's gonna look pretty cool. My other friend was doing, but what I got to do was go inside the subway and actually rescue somebody. So I just parked my helicopter here. It actually came convenient, so if you're doing this mission, I recommend putting a helicopter there, and they are gonna try to kill you if you go in there. So that's why I took the gun and actually killed them. But like I said, I do die down there, and I found this really cool. Like I said, maybe you guys been down here before. I never, in like 3 or 4 years since the game's been out, I have never been down here before. Tell me down below if you actually been down here, and I just didn't know about this. But I found it really cool because of all the lighting, all the little screens and everything. It was kind of cool being down here because the map became really repetitive. And right here, we just have to rescue a client, and it's pretty fun. This gun's really awesome. The one I'm using, I don't even know the name of it because I just bought it, but it's really awesome. I like the animation. And down there, you can still take a bike down there, and you'll just make it way faster going down. It's pretty awesome that you can actually take a bike, in my opinion. Everything looks like you're passing through it real fast, because you probably are. And the ground is actually really slippery with a bike. You got 23,000 for this contract. Pretty good. We probably took well over 10 minutes on this one, especially because I died. But anyways, it's really good money, and you can make it kind of fast, depending. But like I said, guys, if you have like any other way that you think you can make faster money, tell me in the comments down below. A lot of people say heist. A lot of people say VIP missions, or other people say being a CEO. A lot of people have their own, I guess you could say, opinion of what's the best way to make money on GTA. I think this is a pretty good way. I'm not saying it's the best, but it's a really good way to make money. Especially if you don't want to go through like all the black screens and the loading screens. This is pretty awesome because you don't have too many of those, and you're still winning decent money, and you're always entertained. You're not always going through those loading scenes, like I said. But thank you, guys. Thank you as always for watching. Have a good day. Have a good night, and stay golden, guys. I'm gonna have another video pretty soon, so catch you to the next one.